Set, ready, 30 base. Rush in, Quickstone, travel.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
60 outlaw. Get that quarterback. And on. Check 31. Check 30. 80 weapon.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoffman. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Alert, 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 alert. Red,
On second and 11 now. Trubisky pushing through the contact. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in. Influence the throw, and remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Saints.
Come on, set. 8, read. It's time to read. It's time to run. Ready? Stop.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? Takes 3. 218. Chop. Hey, wahoo. Hustle, hustle.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Ready?
Back to throw. Hoffman. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Jones. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Trubisky going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
That's it, baby. We go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Double dog, that's the way.
On second down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's checking. General West. Hey, box drop.
To throw on 3rd down. Hoffman. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. I think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All day, dog. Check. Man, up. Alert.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 18. Check. 4 down. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Watch safety creep. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Smooth. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I got one.
To throw on second down. Hoffman toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back to throw. Hoffman. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
47's the mic.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Lock in, lock in. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Trubisky, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky being chased out left. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. C.J. Ham. As the first half is winding down, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A game of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tyler, 64, weak.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, C6.
A final shot before break. Hoffman. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big run there by Jones. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert. Check. 24 is the mic. Hey, move. Check. Fresno.
Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll give to Kamara running right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. On first down, Hoffman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Off the play fake. Hoffman looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Bravo! Get it!
Off play action. Hoffman. He's going to sling this deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On the ground, Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go! 30 base. 55 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Check! Back. Check. Shoot!
Looking to throw on second down. Hoffman. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Hey, echo. Check 26. Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go again to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Trubisky. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Set, 60 Pittsburgh. Slant 3.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey.
General West.
3 down. I got one.
Yo.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Hoffman. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or. 22 jet bomber. 5.
2nd and 1. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Protein spill. Hey, Zoo.
On 3rd down, Hoffman. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
61, matchbox, light. Hey, Delta.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Single receiver.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Hoffman. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Roquan Smith. And the Bears will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On 1st down, it's Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Chicago, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,